Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Rodney Ricotson, and then if you are tuning in for the very first time, you are most welcome, and I appreciate you watching this video. And then if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, I will ask you to hit that subscribe button and also turn the notification bell so that you are alerted of future videos that I'm going to do on scholarship and other academic matters. So, and to you returning subscribers, thank you so much guys for continuous support and making this channel grow. So let us keep on subscribing and make it grow to be able to reach so many people all over the world. So today, guys, I'm going to share with you 3 scholarships that are open for applications in the United Kingdom in universities based in the UK. So I'm going to actually start now with the Allan and Nesta Ferguson scholarship, which is funding the Source University of London. So the Allan and Nesta Ferguson scholarship, it's mainly about funding students for tuition fees and also the maintenance grants to the value of £30,000, more than £30,000, which in South African rands is roughly more than 600,000 rands. So this scholarship, guys, it's awarded on the basis of academic merit, meaning that you should have done exceptionally well for your undergraduate program in order to be able to qualify for consideration. So what we're going to do now is just to go through what this scholarship is all about. So in terms of the eligible courses, as you can see here, is for full-time, guys, full-time, no part-time. And then it's for African studies and Master of Arts in International Studies and Diplomacy, which are funding at the University of London. So this scholarship, you have to undertake it this year, 2021, because it's for 2021-2022 academic year, which is starting in September. So the other thing is that in terms of applicants, you should be a national of and resident in an African country. You should hold an undergraduate degree and first class, so you should have done exceptionally well in your undergraduate degree, and you should be holding an offer of admission to pursue one of the eligible courses that are highlighted here. By the scholarship deadline, priority may be given to applicants with unconditional offer. Remember that there is a conditional offer when you apply for universities abroad, and also an unconditional. So a conditional offer would mean that you did not satisfy all the required, the requirements. Then it means you still get a chance to satisfy such that what they give you a conditional offer. But an unconditional offer will mean that you have satisfied the requirements and there is nothing else. So they have taken you, it's final. So you should also meet the English language condition in terms of your offer, because you know that in most universities, you have to produce your IELTS certificate and your international English language testing system, or even a TOEFL. I've done a video, some few videos on IELTS and how you can do well, so you can check that one out. And then so with this one, they're saying that you should apply for admission to study at Source, which is the University of London. And occasion their offer admission, okay, meaning that like you have to make an admission before the 1st of June 2021 for those 2 programs that are outlined there, or one of the 2. And then so they say you should also note that most scholarships do not cover funding or even not allow for professional split segment. So you should also know what this scholarship is all about, meaning that you have to go through everything. Don't worry about the links. I'm going to share them on the description box. And then so candidate assessment, so there will be a panel of 3 academic staff members who will be assessing the applications. And then so scholarship is closing on the 30th of April, so you need to apply for it as soon as possible, and you must also submit a completed application to your program. It is recommended to apply for the program 6 weeks before, meaning that from now on you should be submitting your application for admission at the University of London. And then so as much as they're saying that late applications will not be considered, so number of applications normally receives about 10 applications. that are received. Successful candidate will be notified by end of June. If you have not heard from us, then you should consider your application unsuccessful. And then so basically what you're going to do with this application for this scholarship is that you're going to apply for admission first, because they say applicants must have an offer of admission to pursue a full-time degree, one of those two degrees that we've mentioned above. And also you must include everything, your references, your transcript, your CV, your personal statement. So in terms of personal statement, on what you need to indicate on it, there's a video that I've done on personal statement, and I think it's going to be helpful to you to know what is it that you need to write, because we don't need your your family background and telling us how many kids you have, or sisters and brothers. That is not relevant. So you need to know what is it that you need to write on it. So I've got some tips in them. And then so they're saying that the panel will be considering your application together with your online application for admission. So please note that complete application for admission can take up to 4 weeks, is what they've also mentioned. So you have to do it as soon as possible. And it is recommended to apply for the program. I think they are emphasizing the issue that you need to apply for the program as soon as possible and apply for the scholarship by this date. So I also checked on the online application form for the scholarship, and man, it's just so simple. um it's very much simple. For example, you can see this is where it starts. Now the application for school, your email address, application information, you see which program you want to do at source, University of London. And then what is your application ID, because obviously by the time you apply for the scholarship you would have applied for admission, so they're going to give you an application ID. And then you're gonna write all those things about your offer of admission and all the conditional, unconditional, and all those things. And then you're an overseas student. So it's basically very much simple for you to complete. So I hope that was clear. So as I've said that all the information will be on the description box in terms of the links, so they can click on them and make that application as soon as possible. And then secondly, in terms of the Allan and Nesta um, program, master's program. Um, Also, the University of Sheffield, it's offering it's a partner to the Allan and Nesta Ferguson Trust Master's Scholarship. So here, so they're offering 10 scholarship over 3 years. And then it covers your tuition fees, waiver, maintenance for university accommodation, and monthly stipend. So these are the programs that are offered at Sheffield University via the Allan and Nesta. You have your MA in International Development, MSc in Environmental Change and International Development, Master of Public Health, International Development, Masters of International Relations, MA in Social Research, MA International Policy, Political Economy. So you must be classified as an overseas, tuition fee purposes. You must be self-funded, so meaning that you should not be having another scholarship that you want to use concurrently. It's not allowed. You must choose one. The scholarship cannot be awarded in conjunction with any other funding, as I've said. Your mode of attendance must be full-time, so they don't need part-time. You must begin your studies at the University of Sheffield in 2021. So in September, you should be willing to start your studies, and the scholarship cannot be deferred, meaning that you won't say, no, I will go next year in 2022. It is not allowed. Receipt of scholarship is subject to successful meeting any conditions attached to your offer before the deadline. So here, basically, they are just saying that, if you have applied for admission and then you meet all the requirements, so it means that it will automatically make you eligible to apply for the scholarship. So, and they said receipt of scholarship is subject to successfully receiving a visa to study at the university in September 2021. So, meaning that after you have gone through those processes, then there'll be a time for visa application. And if your visa is granted, obviously it means that it's a green light for you. But if it's not granted, unfortunately, you'll have to forfeit it. You must be a national permanent domicile for one of the following countries. So here are the countries, guys, that you need to be part of. You can see Afghanistan, Guinea-Bissau. You can see your Cameroon, you can see your Comoros, your Congo is there, your Cote d'Ivoire is there, your Indonesia, Senegal, I see Zimbabwe, Zambia, I see Guinea, Ethiopia. Unfortunately, South Africa is not on the list. It's unfortunate indeed. So we have South Sudan, then Sri Lanka, and other countries. You can just check your country here if you are eligible, and then you can start with the processes. And then so that's basically, it's the same as I've explained on the other one for University of London. So that's how you do the whole thing. So these are the scholarships that are offered by the Allan and Nesta Ferguson master's program. And then number 3, we have the Desmond Tutu or Church of Scotland Masters Scholarship. So this scholarship is named in honor of Reverend Desmond Tutu, who was one of the freedom fighters. He was a Christian bishop. Yes. So they are having a scholarship to fund a student who will be able to take up a master's program at the University of Edinburgh. There it is. So in terms of what is covered by the scholarship, you have your full overseas tuition fee, your accommodation in the Church of Scotland flat within Edinburgh. So they have a flat in Edinburgh where you'll be studying. And then your monthly living cost, £500 is there. They're going to pay for your visa cost, your one return airfare, insurance, health insurance will also, because so it's a fully funded scholarship. But there is a twist, guys, to the scholarship. It has some serious conditions. So you should be a member of one of these churches in these countries that are mentioned below. So it's already student from Africa who are accepted on a full basis of 1 year postgraduate master's degree to study within the School of Divinity. So you don't just decide what you want to study. So it should be within the School of Divinity. Has to do with religion and so forth. So Shuzley County must require an official endorsement from a general secretary of the principal clerk of their church. So meaning that there must be an endorsement from the church that says no, Rodney can come and study there. It's got leadership qualities, it's got 1, 2, and 3. So you need to be documented. Unfortunately, if you're not part of this church here, so it means you're not eligible to apply, because surely you won't get an endorsement from the church, the general secretary of their church. So applicants, so if you are part of these churches, then good for you, then you can apply. Or if maybe you know somebody who is, you can just refer them to this scholarship. So you can see that Evangelical Presbyterian Church in Ghana, Presbyterian Church of Ghana, they've mentioned the Presbyterian Church of Nigeria and all those. So the criteria, the scholarship will be awarded broadly on the basis of academic merit. So academic merit is also coming in here, even though like somebody will just be endorsed by the church, but academic merit is key, because that's what's going to get you an admission at the UK university, which is going to be Sheffield, I mean Edinburgh in this case. So the closing date is the 5th of April 2021. So you need to make it quick and start with the application, and you will be notified of the outcome by the end of June 2021. So make that application if you're part of these churches, and then it's gonna do you good. So I'm gonna give you a bonus in terms of the scholarship as available. So we can just check here the University College London. So they're having the African Graduate Scholarship of African nationals currently studying in an African nation with an offer in the MS in Global Health and Development program. So meaning that if you have an offer to study an MSc in Global Health and Development, then you can apply for this scholarship. So they're saying that the scholarship is for the 2021-2022 academic year, starting in September 2021 until September 2022. The application deadline, you can see, is the 3rd of May 2021. So you need to make it quick in terms of applying. And then so it's co-funded by this CP Charitable Trust Internet Students House. So the scholarship exists to support African national with a high quality academic. With scholarship, guys, we will not run away from the reality that it's all about an academic excellence. That's what they really consider. So candidate must meet the following criteria. Candidates must be an African national. And then by the time of application, you should be a national of an African country. And the candidate must have made an application and been accepted at University College London to study the MSc. So you should have applied to study this program. The scheme offers substantial scholarship towards UCL tuition fees, accommodation, and some living costs. Candidates must also be able to provide evidence that he or she has acquired other sources of funding for traveling to and from the UK. So for this scholarship, they won't fund your traveling from your country to the UK. So you need to make a plan and also be able to prove that you can be able to fund yourself in terms of traveling. And so you can say, please read before applying. So this is just more information of what you need to know about the program. Should demonstrate financial need, So our application procedure: eligible candidates are required to submit a completed scholarship application form with the following documentation: a copy of offer letter from your University College London, your academic transcripts, CVs from MSc applications. So some of the things that they're going to need here are going to be stuff that already have applied with for admission, which is good. Complete disclosure application form including personal statement. Personal statement guide. This is the cream of an application, either for your admission to university or for scholarships. So I've done a video on personal statement. Check it out. Employer confirming employment status and annual salary in Great Britain pounds. So they should also have a confirmation in terms of evidence of your current employment and income, proof of funding status, including evidence that they have applied for other funding bodies and additional expenses. So you should also check for that, maybe mainly for traveling and so forth. And then if additional funding has been obtained, applicant must provide evidence of these in the form of a signed letter. So you should also be able to bring evidence in terms of if you've got funding. So candidate must submit the scholarship application to this one by 3rd of May 2021. So there's an email address here that you need to submit to with all those documents and also the application form. And then because there's also, if you can check here what they do now. All right, let's go back. Okay, let's go. Yes. Okay, the application form that is there that you need to submit together with those documents that are mentioned there. So let's open this one and then see what is it that they have for us. So there is the application form that you can see there. So you'll be able to complete it. It looks quite simple. UCL, student number, if you have applied. So they're going to give you financial circumstances and background, past, current, price, hours, and scholarships. So you want to indicate that. Working full-time, part-time, unemployed, you'll indicate your CV. Please attach your most recent curriculum vitae resume. Interview, we may invite you to an interview. Please state your availability. Are you available to interview for a phone or Skype? Because now, if you're in South Africa or in Zambia or in Nigeria or Ghana or Zimbabwe, and then you can't fly to the UK for an interview, so they will use your Skype, those platforms. And then your most appropriate time to contact you will indicate. References, include 3 written references, because you know that it's important that you'll need one reference at least from your supervisor at work if you're employed, and also an academic staff, maybe your former lecturer or your dean or those people. So you'll need 2. Personal statement, the cream of the application. This is a deal breaker, guys. It's a deal breaker. So if you get it wrong here, unfortunately, it's gonna be the end for you. So check that video, and then you're gonna get some tips. And then you declare that the information supplied is correct and true, and then you sign your date. Please attend this form by email. You see there, and then confident about this for office use. So that's basically how it looks. That's basically how it looks. So those are the scholarships that, guys, I wanted to share with you. That please just make those applications, and then I hope you get them, and then you succeed. You realize your dreams of going to study abroad. So if you have questions, or comments or likes, you can just like the video, comment on the video if it was helpful, and then if there are other videos that I would like me to do, you can advise me there on the comment section. So let us engage and help each other get those opportunities to go and study abroad. So don't forget to subscribe. Yes, that one is very much important for the channel to grow, to reach so many people. So hit the subscribe button, and then let's grow together. So I'm gonna talk to you in the coming week. Bye.